If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Ooh, What's That? On today's episode, on Ooh, What's That, I go over different things that I find, different gadgets and apps and websites that I find that I think are really interesting, and I just share them with you, the internet. In which case, on today's episode, I want to share with you the Wyze Smart scale. So I actually bought this scale on pre-order, and it took a while. I want to say like a month or so before it actually came to me. So that kind of sucked, but it was fine. When it did come, I started using it, and I think I want to say it's been maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I know it's been longer than a week that I've been consistently using it. Not every day, but I think like every other day I've been using it. And yeah, I think that's pretty dope. It's $20. I mean, with shipping and handling, you probably end up paying like $30 for the smart scale. So compared to other smart scales, that's pretty cheap when you think about it. But here are some of the details of what it does. And for the details, what it overall does is, in the box, it's just a scale and 2 batteries. The batteries last pretty long. But I kind of want to show you guys what it does. So where are the overviews for it? This is how it looks. Actually, this is not how it looks, because it doesn't look like that. I actually have it right here. So this is the physical scale, and like I said, it doesn't look like that. You know what I mean? So it's pretty nice. Glass top. I like it. It's pretty nice. But I want to show you guys what it can do. In which case, we're going to go to the app soon, and I'm going to show you guys the app on my phone so you can see what the app actually looks like. But measure more than just your weight. Oh, there it is. So it does your weight, your body fat, your heart rate, your lean body mass, your BMI, your muscle mass, your body water, your protein level, your metabolic age, your bone mass, your basal metabolic rate, and your visceral fat. Visceral fat. My bad. See it all in the Wyze app. Definitely, like I said, the app shows it. It does sync with Google Fit. That's what I have it synced to. I can't wait till they sync with Samsung's Health, because I have my Samsung watch. In which case, I compared the two, so we're gonna look at it compared side by side. Right? Auto recognition and sharing. I haven't actually used this feature. You can add multiple profiles, so it will track different people at different times. It does connect Bluetooth, which I really like. The heart rate monitoring, I have not used the heart rate monitoring on the scale, in which case I should probably start doing that, just to make sure that my watch heart rate monitoring is good too. Step anywhere, like I said, it doesn't actually look like this. It clearly has the 2 big these are the sensors, so you have to stand on both of them completely. They ask you to stand on it completely in order for it to take your measurements, unless this is the more expensive one. But if I'm right, there is no more expensive one. It was only just one that you can get. There are not 2 of them. So yeah. But with that being said, let me show you guys the app and the way that it works. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I have my app in 2 different places. So the Wyze app is here. So we're just going to click on this. So we're just going to click on the Wyze app, maybe later, and we will go to the scale, right? And here it is, right? So you can see here that my last weight was yesterday. No, actually, wow, 3 days ago. All right, so I took my weight 3 days ago, and you can see I'm 170 3 days ago. It shows you my body fat, my muscle mass, lean body mass, protein, visceral fat, body water, bone mass. Like I said, it just gives you all the information. It shows you the trends. I've not used a heart rate monitor, so you can go by the week, the month, the year. And last week, it looked like I lost 2 pounds. All right, my BMI went down, my body fat went down, and it just gives you the information. So I actually like the app. I think it looks really good. It's very clean, very easy to understand. And even if you don't know what these things are, you tap on it and it will explain it to you. It will show you what these things are. So I like that. I thought that was really cool that they added that in there, how it will explain each of these things for you to understand and, you know, where you're at on the scale compared to other people. So again, I thought that was pretty dope. I think that's pretty cool. And I like that feature. Now, so what we're going to do is I will keep this up on the screen on the side, and then we can compare this to my watch to see what my watch says. Because remember, my watch will track my body fat and BMI and all that as well, right? So let's look at the watch now. Now, my watch runs off Samsung Health. So I will link the video description for the Samsung Health app. I did a review on the app, and you can find that in the description below. But you can see on my body composition, let's go to the last week. Yeah, 7 days. There it is. Boom. So the weight part, it doesn't, the watch can't track my weight. I have to put in the weight. So I got all my weight measurements from my scale when I jump on the scale. But you can see here that it goes over my skeletal mass as well, my body fat, right? My fat mass, my body fat. In which case, this says that on the 25th, my body fat was 21.5%. And I think the scale said it was only 18%. So it's hard to say which one is correct and which one is not. My BMI, my body water, and my BMR. I don't think that it tracks my BMR on the scale. But you can see, and this is showing you the 25th. So on the 25th, this is my measurements. So now we can compare this compared to what the scale is saying. And yeah, those are kind of different. So the question is, which one is correct? And remember, the watch is just on my hand, and it shoots the electricity through from here, going all the way through back to the connector, which is how it's able to determine this information. The scale, though, remember, I'm standing on the scale, and to me, at least in my mind, it's shooting through my entire body and then coming back through the scale. So it comes up one leg all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. So at least in my thinking, I want to assume that the scale is more accurate than the watch. But again, I'm not 100% sure. The only way to really find out is I would need like 3-4 scales and then do each one and just, compare it to find the median number for each of these measurements to find out which one is correct and which one is not. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I think that the app overall is just really cool. It's really awesome, and I like it. And I like the scale. It's nice and cheap. It's good. So if you are interested in keeping track of your body and your muscles and your fat and just knowing how much you weigh and what you're losing and what you can improve, I think the scale is a great buy. $30, you know what I mean? That way you don't have to spend, I think it's like $200 on this watch, maybe $300 on a watch to do the same thing that the scale can do. The only problem is the scale you can't keep with you, and obviously the watch heart monitoring is all the time because it's on my wrist as opposed to the scale, which can only monitor my heart when I stand on it. So all these things are just pros and cons and something to keep in mind. But I like the Wyze scale, and I just wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's pretty cool. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Ooh, What's That? Let's all remember that we all out here just trying to survive and be happy. Y'all stay blessed.